The Nightingale by Kristin Hannah is a breathtaking historical novel that tells the powerful story of two sisters, Vianne and Isabelle, as they navigate the devastating effects of World War II in Nazi-occupied France. Through its beautifully written narrative, the novel captures the resilience, courage, and sacrifices of women in times of war, shedding light on the silent but significant roles they played. This is a story of love, survival, betrayal, and the unbreakable bonds of family, all set against the backdrop of one of history's darkest periods. At the heart of The Nightingale are the two sisters, Vianne Mauriac and Isabelle Rossignol, who are vastly different in personality and approach to life. Vianne, the elder sister, is gentle, cautious, and family-oriented. Before the war, she lived a peaceful life with her husband Antoine and their young daughter Sophie in the quiet town of Carriveau. However, her world is shattered when Antoine is drafted into the French army, and Nazi soldiers occupy France. As German forces move into her town, she is forced to make painful compromises to protect her daughter and survive the cruel realities of war. Her home is requisitioned by a German officer, and she must learn to endure his presence while secretly helping Jewish children escape deportation. Isabelle, on the other hand, is fiery, rebellious, and unwilling to accept oppression. From a young age, she felt abandoned by her father and disconnected from Vianne, making her fiercely independent. When war breaks out, she refuses to stay passive. She joins the French resistance and quickly becomes involved in dangerous missions, including helping downed Allied pilots escape Nazi-occupied France by guiding them through the treacherous Pyrenees Mountains into Spain. Known by her code name, the Nightingale, Isabelle's bravery and determination make her one of the most daring heroines of the war. Despite facing unimaginable dangers, including capture and brutal interrogations, she never gives up her fight for freedom. Kristin Hannah masterfully weaves these two perspectives together, illustrating the different ways people resist and survive in times of crisis. Vianne's journey is one of quiet endurance and moral struggle, as she learns that resistance does not always have to be loud and defiant. Sometimes, it is about finding ways to save lives in the shadows. Isabelle's story, in contrast, is filled with action and direct rebellion, showing the extraordinary risks some individuals took to fight back. These two narratives complement each other, offering a multifaceted look at the war and the different forms of heroism. Beyond the personal struggles of Vianne and Isabelle, The Nightingale explores broader themes of sacrifice, love, and the moral dilemmas that come with war. The book forces readers to question, what would you do to survive? How much would you risk to save others? How far would you go to protect the people you love? Vianne's forced interactions with the Nazi officer stationed in her home create an intense internal conflict. She despises the enemy, yet must cooperate to keep her daughter safe, making difficult choices that haunt her throughout the novel. Isabelle, on the other hand, faces the brutal reality of war head-on, witnessing firsthand the cost of fighting against tyranny. One of the most moving aspects of The Nightingale is how it highlights the often overlooked role of women in wartime. History books frequently focus on male soldiers and political leaders, but this novel brings attention to the brave women who resisted in their own ways, whether by fighting directly, sheltering refugees, or making personal sacrifices for the greater good. Kristin Hannah's meticulous research ensures that the events depicted feel authentic and deeply immersive, making the reader feel the weight of every decision, loss, and triumph. The emotional depth of the novel is another of its greatest strengths. The bond between the sisters, despite their differences and past conflicts, remains central to the story. Over the course of the book, they come to understand and respect each other in ways they never did before, making their journeys even more poignant. The tragic and heart-wrenching moments in the story are balanced by acts of immense kindness, love, and hope, reminding readers that even in the darkest times, humanity endures. From a literary perspective, Kristin Hannah's writing is both lyrical and gripping. She paints vivid pictures of war-torn France, from the quiet countryside that slowly falls under Nazi rule to the treacherous escape routes across the mountains. The pacing is masterfully controlled, allowing moments of intense action to be followed by deep emotional reflection, ensuring that the reader remains fully engaged throughout. Her ability to create complex, realistic characters makes the story feel personal and deeply moving. In the end, The Nightingale is a story about the extraordinary strength of women, the sacrifices made in the name of love and freedom, and the resilience of the human spirit. It is a book that stays with you long after you turn the last page, leaving you with a renewed appreciation for the unsung heroes of history. Whether you are a fan of historical fiction or simply love a beautifully told, emotionally powerful story, this novel is a must-read. What are your thoughts on The Nightingale? Have you read it? I would love to hear your opinions, so please share them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more insightful book discussions. Your support helps keep this content going, and I look forward to sharing more amazing book reviews with you.